Aso Rock Cabal angry with Osinbajo over comments on Sowore's rearrest. Close friends and appointees of President Muhammadu Buhari, often referred to as the Cabal within the presidency, are again angry with Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. Osinbajo's offense this time is over comments made by the VP concerning the rearrest of publisher of Sahara Reporters and convener of the #RevolutionNow movement, Omoyele Sowore. Osinbajo had on Monday released a statement on why he failed to attend the award presentation ceremony of the Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism. Osinbajo was supposed to receive the Anti-Corruption Defender Award at the event. Osinbajo in the statement had said it would be insensitive to attend the event with the recent developments concerning Sowore's rearrest. The other reason Osinbajo gave for his absence at the event was that he would be in Abu Dhabi for an international meeting under the auspices of the government of the United Arab Emirates, where he was the keynote speaker. Osinbajo then went on to thank the organizers of the event for considering him for an award. Multiple sources in the presidency confirmed that many top officials in the presidency were shocked with Osinbajo's comments concerning Sowore's rearrest. The top officials were said to have interpreted Osinbajo's comments to mean that he was not in support of Department of State Services (DSS) action. They wondered why the VP gave Sowore a rearrest as one of the reasons he did not attend the event. They believed Osinbajo was tactically condemning the DSS for taking action against somebody who wants to overthrow the government. The officials were said not to be happy with how organizers of the award twisted Osinbajo's comments. The center had claimed it postponed the VP's award presentation to protest the ill-treatment of Sowore. The center, however, made a U-turn on its earlier position when Osinbajo released a copy of letter informing the WSCIJ of his inability to attend the award presentation. Osinbajo has been battling a political storm in recent months. Osinbajo's travail with the presidency cabal started when he sacked the former Director General of DSS, Lawal Daura, unarguably one of the untouchables in the presidency, while Buhari was receiving medical treatment abroad in 2018. Osinbajo's dramatic slip in the presidential pecking order was brought to the fore after Buhari shockingly mandated his hitherto trusted vice president to take directives from him in his oversight of agencies and parastatals, which constitutionally are under the purview of the vice president. Aides of the vice president were also sacked to vacate the presidential villa. So guys, that's just the latest we are hearing again. Of course, they are not going to be happy with him. And some people have said, oh, why are you guys disturbing this vice president? That he does not really have power to say anything. Like, it's like the man is being, I don't know how to put it. He's being pushed to one corner. He can't say anything, as if he's suffocating there. That ordinarily, even if he does not have power to effect some things, but that doesn't mean that you don't even have to say anything. But the way it is now is like, he's being caged. Let me just put it that way. He's just being put in a box that he can't just do otherwise. That people should not just be blaming him. Some people say, okay, if he feels that the place is not conducive or not comfortable for him, he should resign as a man of honor. Oh, some people are saying, oh, his silence is so golden and all of that, that the best way is just to keep quiet. No, not on this way. Like I always say, if this thing had happened to the opposition or is not relating to the extent that the way it's being seen now, the government cannot just exonerate themselves, because we know that government is behind it and it's part of the government. And some people say that he can't even criticize the government that is, it's part of. But at least Sage has been saying some things differently. But when this whole thing changed again, he had to come out that the DSS needs to explain to Nigerians why they rearrest Omoyele Sowore in the first place, that they cannot just do some things and expect Nigerians to just take it that way. He was really angry about that. So it's part of the government too. So those are the things we are talking about. It's not as if Professor Sage has any power to effect anything or to change the narratives. But when you see the truth, you need to say it now. Why we behaving like this? Why are we like this? So, of course, he knows what is passing through the cabals. They are coming for him again. They are ready for him. I'm not sure he's been able to scale through what he's been going through with them. Nobody can tell us there's no cabal now. See what Aisha Buhari is saying now. That one is always going back and forth. But we know that there's problem. They will tell you, oh, people are just fabricating the issues. Now, see what the way he's accusing this man, Garba Shehu. See the way he opened that this man is not even interested in the first family of the country. That is not even taking order, is not taking directive from her husband. That is what she said. Is it a opposition party that is framing that one up? Are they part of them? Is the same Aisha coming out to tell us? She came out to tell us that this is what Garba Shehu is up to, taking directives from Mama Daura, who does not have stake in this government. She said it. So you want to tell me that we don't have cabals because the cabals are still dealing with Aisha, but in another breath, she will come out and be saying something different, saying different things. But if that thing if some such thing can be happening to the president's wife, and she's coming out to always expose what is happening in Aso Villa, so who is going to be telling us, oh, it is not Cabal? Cabal, there's nobody like Cabal. There's nobody there. That people, there is no people at Cabal are not behind him, or they are not whatever. Or there's cordial relationship between the president and the dissing. The president is not in charge, because if the president is in charge, we cannot be diplomatic about it. We cannot be saying something different. Let us say it the way it is. The president is not in charge. And exactly the same thing the US Senator said. Say it's out of touch. That means it is out of touch from what the DSS is doing. The wife said Garba Shehu does not take her husband's directive. He takes the directives of Mama Daura. So what are we talking about? And you know what that means? The president is not in charge. So even if they come out to tell us, oh, there's no rift between the president and the vice president, of course they could be right, because the people who are controlling, who are the leaders of this country, they know where they are the ones that have problem with him, not the president, because the president is not in charge. The wife says so. I did not say so. Nobody says so. The wife says so, because the husband that appointed Garba Shehu, the spokesperson, does not take directives, does not obey her husband. He obeys the people who do not have stake in the government. So what are we talking about? What are we saying? So they are still going to battle with him for him to have even made such statements. They still back and forth between the Shoyinka's center or whatever, the people organizing that program. Even if Osinbajo does not want to say anything, or they are trying to mess up the whole thing, we know that within him, there's no way he would have supported that thing now. No sane person will support what is happening. The only thing, they can just be quiet. So you want to tell me that you want to support, or they are telling us that ordinarily Osinbajo will want to support what happened, or the way DSS has been going about their duties recently, in most times that that are really awkward. You want to tell me the vice president will come out and say it? It's not going to happen now. He doesn't know how to express himself. That was why he just made mention of that, so that Nigeria will just get a bit of what if is. He doesn't need to come and say everything, which is ought to have said, made his point the way it ought to. But because of fear, because maybe his hands are being tied, because a lot of atrocities going on, this man has never uttered anyone. But when it comes to, Nigerians should emulate Buhari is so tolerant, you can imagine, a child will just be looking at, is this man an elderly person? What are you talking about? You don't need anybody to tell you that somebody is good. People will know themselves. You don't need to paint the person. You don't need to come and preach about the person with what is happening now. You want to tell me with what has been happening since 2015. You want to be telling people who to emulate or who not to emulate. The president that says one thing and does another thing. The president that deceives Nigerian. That is the way it is. He will tell you to be patriotic. Buy Nigeria, grow Nigeria. That thing can never be out of my mouth. Buy Nigeria, grow Nigeria. Does he do that? No. His children, school abroad, even the vice president, all of them, school abroad, medical care abroad, vacation abroad. He does not do anything here. So those are the people telling us, oh, we are closing border, this and this and that. So that is just the way it is. Osinbajo does not have choice, but people have called him out. Resign if you have integrity in the first place. Some people say, oh, he's a silence is golden. Golden about what? Because at the end of the day, who is benefiting? Nobody. Nobody at all. Osinbajo better stand on the side of the people and the rule of law. Otherwise, he will lose his respect completely, as Buhari is now laughing stock in the Committee of Nations. Was Professor Osinbajo business in Sowore business? My vice president, my advice for you, always stand for the truth. Never because of money or power lose your integrity. Your principle has become a laughing stock all over the world. Remember, power will end, but your integrity remains. Sectional and tribal semantic relation being of Nigeria, social, political, and economic growth. Nnamdi Kanu and Omoyele Sowore. Buhari is really amazing me with his attitude. I never believe he can be sentimental and misuses of power or misuses power. Osinbajo is now getting smarter. Yes, I believe so. What will those useless Cabal do to him than what they have been found doing all this while? Even the international communities have condemned the way and manner Buhari and his APC stalwarts are running the Nigerian government. Still, there are some useless elements who identify themselves as Cabal to take side of a bad attitude because of their monetary gains. I refer such people as parasites to the national economy of our country. Someone said those of you are holding this country down will not die well. I am sure these people never knew that the VP had been quiet, as he has been frustrated with every step taken by the president in the recent times. The man will not mind the Cabal taking back the job from him. What does it matter again to him and Tinubu? The VP can't be too burdened by the mere rearrest, but by his Gestapo manner, the desecration of the temple of justice. Medicine being applied after the death of a patient. My goodness, the VP's scheduled official engagements to Dubai, UAE, is not enough to justify his absence. What's the meaning of twisting the whole scenario as if Osinbajo is protesting the rearrest of a self-centered Sowore who is on the revolutionary move to overthrow democratically elected government? No reasonable citizen of Nigeria will consciously support Sowore on his revolutionary movement because he will take far beyond his anticipated destination. Sowore has already embarked on suicidal mission. Let's pray that he will be able to retrace his step to attract possible presidential pardon. The presidential pardon, if somebody that wants that you are expecting to have a presidential pardon, the same presidency, they gather themselves to go and meet him to negotiate what with him if really he has done something wrong. I beg this person should park away, that you should to attract possible presidential pardon. Didn't this person hear about how the presidency they went to negotiate with a Sowore to stop disturbing them? You should go and listen to Falana. What is this person talking about? These are the people. These are the people we are talking about. And someone is saying here, this person says, because the president is the Almighty in heaven, who decides who lives and who dies, who lives and who dies. They are replying this particular person that Sowore should do everything within his power to make sure that he gets a presidential pardon. And they are asking this person, so Buhari is not the Almighty who decides who lives and who dies. Stop blaming Sowore. The situation of the country is calling for revolution. That is why Nigeria will never move forward. When some people are justifying injustice in this present criminal administration that are above the law, no respect for the rule of law, it's high time people wake up from their slumber and fight for their rights. That's it. As someone says, now the cat is out of the basket. The vice presidents battling for political storms are unveiling themselves. It's now left for the president to man his so-called unopposed VP. So guys, what do you think about this whole thing? You think this man is going to survive this again, or you think they are just making empty threats, or they are whatever, or whether they are hungry or not? What are they going to do to him? Just like somebody said, what are they going to do to him more than what they've been doing? So guys, leave your comments in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.